Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Today we'll be shaving with a new soap scent from Lothur grooming. It's called Juice. So this is a very nice scent, guys. I think this is becoming probably my favorite from Lothur. So I have all 4 scents, and this is a summer seasonal. So excited to use that. We have a new brush in the den. This is a Paladin PK47 with, I believe, I looked it up, it was like a G7 knot. Yeah, so this was actually gifted to me by one of my subs or a fellow wet shaver in the community, and I'm absolutely speechless. This is just such a, I mean, like I'm just lost for words, man. This is so, this is something I'll always have. Like, I actually originally got it to make it into a project. I wanted to change a knot, and I really like the Paladin handles, and people are just so generous. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know who you are. So yeah, it's Dusty Rose, 26 mil. We'll get into the load here. We're at 115. We'll go up to 145. Yeah, so hope you guys have been well, been enjoying your shaves. I've picked up a few razors in the last month or so. I'm kind of like settling down, finding what I liked, and selling off what I don't like. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. We're at a little bit past 45. Cool. Let me just get into the lather here. Today I'll be going back to the Wolfman WR2, my titanium 1.05. I haven't gotten to use it many times because I've just been getting other razors, but in terms of the PK47, it's very comfortable. Got a day's growth. Yeah, it's a little bit small, but it's actually really comfortable. I like this Dusty Rose resin. It's just really beautiful. So thanks again, brother, for gifting me this handle. This is very nice. So let me get this lather wet. Okay. The knot is actually kind of nice too. It's got like a natural scrub to it. Paladins have been like very hit or miss for me, but this one's not bad. I don't know if I'll do the project or not with this. Undecided. But for now, I'll use it, see how I like it. But sometimes the Paladins could be gems, sometimes they could be duds. Like I said, sometimes they could be gems, you know? Yeah, so this scent Juice was inspired by a British classic called Cordial, which I'm actually not too familiar with, but I really don't know much about fragrances in general. I'm kind of into the niche fragrances, but those are kind of new in comparison to a lot of the classics. But yeah, it's not really meant to be a fruity fragrance. Scent notes are cassis, which is a black currant bud, lemon, bay accord. It's got a woody accord, and lily of the valley. So there are a couple things for me. Sorry about that, I got cut off a little bit. What was I saying about the scent? So yeah, it's predominantly, to me, black currant, which is nice. It's not too fruity. It's got like a natural green vibe to it. It's not necessarily green, but it's got a very natural smell. I could definitely pick up a tiny bit of that floral note, which is probably the lily of the valley, unless you put other florals that I don't know about. So yeah, I was actually speaking to the artisan Johnny, and he's actually made some, he's actually made some changes to the soap. A lot of us, we've been very critical of him. A lot of people have been saying he's been overhyped, or his brand, but I think we've also been critical at the same time. As with any artisan, especially one that's coming out of the gate. So I think he kind of took the criticisms that I and a few others had, that the scent strength is a little bit too weak. And some others, not me personally, said the soap was too expensive, and he also changed the base. So he's it seems like he's managed to address a lot of concerns in a short amount of time. So he's made the soap go from $24 to like 19 somehow. It's pretty dope. Sorry, I'm just cleaning off the brush. In terms of the scent, I would say some of the scents, like Calm, for me, it was right about mid. Dave was probably under mid for sure. So some of the scents were like under mid-level strength, but I'd say this one is solid. It's consistent. It's not like 6 or anything, but it's a solid 5. It's also mid. So he's kind of made sure that the scent strength kind of shows. But the most noticeable thing I noticed out of everything is the base. My criticism when I last used this on the channel was that it's a very good base in terms of it's easy to dial in, but it didn't have the density I was looking for in a soap. It had like this fluffy lather to it, but it wasn't the densest. Still very good, but yeah, that was one of my criticisms, and it seems like he's made the soap more dense somehow. Don't know how he did it, but he's tweaked the ratios, and I honestly, at this point in time, I don't think I have any complaints at all. It's just taking the water. It's got a nice sheen to it. So this could definitely take more water. As you can see, it's plopping, so it's probably properly hydrated, but I'm just gonna, I'm not even gonna paint it in water at this point. It's pretty good, guys. Before I make too much of a mess. Cool. So Wolfman WR2 tungsten 74 blade. Cool. On its 10th use. Seems to be faring well. I mean, most blades I can only get, I don't know, 3 uses before it starts to feel a little tuggy. Yeah, so up until now, out of all the Wolfmans I've tried, which is not a crazy amount, this 1.05 gap is my favorite. It just is. It's got the perfect balance of efficiency and bleed feel. Yeah, the residuals, it's plenty good on this soap, not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I still have to test this new version out more, but it's contending for top 3 easily for me, personally. I think he is working on a splash. I haven't tried that, as it's not out yet, but I personally don't see the need to get a splash for this soap other than the fragrance. If you're someone who likes the fragrance, it will always show better in the splash. Definitely. So we got some growth knocked down. Sweat my face again. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, the post shave on this soap is just, it lasts like a good I don't know, I want to say like 18 hours, as crazy as that sounds. Like the whole day, basically. So if I shave in the beginning of the day, it'll last the whole day. So yeah, I just don't see the need to get a splash, personally. Yeah, I mean, this is not the only soap to do that. Many soaps like the Kaizen 2 base or the Holy Cow Sierra, the Sago base from Zingari Man, I also kind of feel that way. You don't really need post-shave products as much. I just noticed that this one kind of lasts the longest from just dedicated soap. Yeah, personally I'm getting like, at least in the titanium, I'm getting like little to no blade feel. It's like a pinch. Like I can fly across my face and not be worried it's gonna cut me. Super smooth. I don't think I could do that with the 1.45. Definitely not. Gotta tread lightly with that 1.45. Yeah, so the scent, like I said, the scent strength is about a 5 out of 10. Not more, not less. I get straight up blackcurrant bud. That's like, for me, that's 90% of the scent. I think that's what the Artisan is going for. I get a tiny hint of floral, like so little floral for me, you just have to look for it. If you really like smell and look for it, you get the bay as well, like a bay accord, but it's like, this is not a bay rum or anything like that. It's just, if you smelt enough bay rum soaps, just because those are the most popular types of bay, so like scents with bay in it, you'll be able to pick up the bay inside that soap for sure. But for me personally, it's predominantly blackcurrant bud, and I really don't mind that because it's not really too common. And it's not like too sweet or fruity or anything. It's got like a natural feel to it. When I tried that soap, Fougere Namada by Sean Mayer, the one he was commissioned to do for whatchamacallit, Southern Witchcrafts, I was able to pick up the black currant in that as well, and it's a very pleasant note. For me, this is probably a crowd pleaser. My definition of a crowd pleaser is not necessarily like a banger or anything like that. It's just hard not to like, you know. I do know there are outliers. Like another crowd pleaser you guys might be familiar with or very familiar with is the Ventus. It's kind of a different crowd pleaser because that's a extremely popular fragrance. Just an example, but for the sake of the argument, there's going to be people that don't like the Ventus, but the majority will. So I kind of don't mind it, but in my opinion, that sentence played out. So I kind of like the idea of something that's easy to like citruses in general. Another example, they're easy to like. This blackcurrant bud centered fragrance with a little bit of lily and bay, lily of the valley. That's easy to like in my opinion. So all right, very close shave. We're pretty much done here. This is a 10-minute shave. This is the quickest shave I've ever had on this channel, probably. Let me just rinse off, and actually let me feel a little bit here. Got a little bit of growth here. Don't want to push too hard. There you go. Wow, that's super comfortable. Let me rinse off and get into the post shave. All right, shave is done. We are PBS. Yeah, as with I've said in the past with the soap, the post shave feel is fantastic. Probably due to dimethicone and acetyl alcohol shea butter. The combination of it just really makes it a nice feel. So yeah, that's Juice. Sorry, I got the tub wet. But yeah, Juice, really nice scent, mid-level strength, a bay blackcurrant forward with a little bit of florals. It's nice. That did very well. 1.05 Wolfman and Paladin. Thanks. Shout out to this viewer. You know who you are, man. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to mention your name, but thanks so much, brother. Definitely gonna keep this handle for life. So awesome, man. That's it for the shave, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.